Hi, this is Martin from Arcanum Vita. Hope you're having a good week and thanks for watching. Yeah, so Mercury finally moves direct this week. On Sunday it moves direct in Cancer, and after 3 weeks of being in retrograde. So things should finally start to move in a more tangible, constructive way. You know, our communications, our interactions, our interplay and all that sort of thing is now sort of in a forward direction again. So that's fabulous. The thing about that to realise too is that, you know, being in Cancer and Mercury ruling our thoughts and our feelings, so over the last 3 weeks there's been this sort of progressive spring loading of you know, potential on an emotional level that's now starting to seek release. So, you know, it's important to be aware of that and allow your emotional energy to find a constructive and you know, positive expression and flow as we move forward. Because, you know, if we haven't got forms for this energy and it's unexpressed, it does tend to form this reservoir of built up potential, which is going to find an outlet. So we may as well give it a nice creative movement, you know, constructively and intentionally. This is important because, you know, we've got two major aspects this week. The Sun opposes Jupiter and then the Sun opposes Pluto. So, you know, both those energies, you know, build up a great deal of expansiveness and pressure. So, you know, just watch this week to let off the tension gradually and not allow things on an emotional level to build up, you know, that pent-up energy where things expand and seek to find a sort of a way out. It's the potential is there for a bit of a volcanic eruption of sorts. So, you know, see it that way and allow things to be released progressively. Jupiter opposite the Sun, you know, that's going to bring in some really nice potential and really nice, you know, outlook for the future and some potentially nice rewards and some very positive, you know, ideals and ideas coming forward. But again, it's potential, and so in Capricorn, Jupiter asks us to take that potential and, you know, run with it in a long-term, you know, step-by-step methodical way. It's important this week, you know, with this aspect is, you know, if you do that methodical approach to things, you won't find yourself overdoing it or overexerting or becoming too dogmatic or reactive or, you know, having to get it all done in one go. Just play the long game and give yourself a more structured long-term outlook and just chip away at things. And that way the pressure should, you know, find the appropriate release at the appropriate time. The other thing too, Pluto opposite Sun, now this is a pretty heavy aspect, and it's important in this to realise that, you know, what it's doing for us, it's setting it up so that, you know, we feel okay and this is us and this is what we're doing, but we're up against this external control or this malevolent influence or this sort of dark forces, and, you know, power becomes an issue, and, you know, power struggles and control and, you know, all those sort of, you know, heavy duty energies start to play against who we see ourselves as. But what it's really asking us to do is, you know, look to the core of the matter, look at what we can release or what we can let go of, and how we can empower ourselves to participate in building and transforming an old outdated structure or an outdated situation into something more functional and something more empowering and you know, positive for ourselves. So, you know, watch that you don't, you know, hang on too tightly or go into power struggles or control this week, and, you know, just be vigilant that we don't project too much negativity out onto the world, and just, you know, look at what it is that, you know, where we're not allowing ourselves to be empowered to be responsible and participate in our own, you know, constructive design. So, you know, that's very important, and above all, be open to change and be flexible to suggestions and situations where we might need to, you know, modify or allow ourselves to change or grow in some way. So that's just important. Otherwise, we might find ourselves in a bit of a pressure cooker this week. But, you know, above all, release the energy gradually. You know, be creative, be positive, have some nice music, do some positive things in the garden, take some walks, let the steam off, and, you know, start to think positively towards the potential and the long-term future, and just empower yourself to get there. That's really important. But, you know, above all, have a great week and be good to yourself, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.